Good morning. This morning we're going to talk about boots, work boots, foot protection. And so I want to take a few minutes to discuss that with you. Foot protection means that we're trying to guard your toes, your ankles, your feet from injury. Your feet have 26 bones for support and 38 joints for each movement, or for movement in each foot. So feet also have blood vessels, they have ligaments, muscles, and nerves, which is why it hurts when you stub your toe or you drop something on your foot. So your feet are a critical part of your body that you use every day, and in some cases, it's what enables you to do your job. Feet and hands, an important part of what we do every day. Now, if we're talking about protective footwear, hard-toed boots, sometimes people have them. Sometimes we are required on certain jobs to wear them. They're designed to protect the foot from physical hazards like falling objects, stepping on sharp objects, heat, cold, wet and slippery surfaces, or exposure to corrosive chemicals. Most of the hard-toed boots that we wear are for particular contractors who have that as a requirement. There are two major categories of foot-related injuries. First category includes foot injuries from punctures, crushing, sprains, or lacerations, and they account for about 10% of all reported disabling injuries. The second group of injuries includes those resulting from slips, trips, and falls. They account for 15% of all reported disabling injuries. Slips, trips, and falls don't always result in a foot injury, but lack of attention to foot safety plays an important role in their occurrence. So, what do I need to know if I'm buying a pair of boots for work? Well, good footwear, good boots need to have some of the following qualities. The inner side of the shoe needs to be straight from the heel to the end of the big toe. The toe needs to grip the heel firmly. The forepart needs to allow freedom of movement for your toes. The shoe or the boot needs to have a fasting across the instep to prevent the foot from slipping when walking. And the boot needs to have low, wide-based heels. Flat shoes or flat boots, similar to what you typically see ironworkers wear, are pretty recommended, especially because of the kind of situations we encounter being up on the iron. So, and there are some brands that different guys like, and you are all aware of what those brands are. If you have any reservations or questions about a good brand of boots, ask an ironworker who's been in the trade for a while, and he will tell you. People buying footwear for work should take the following advice. Don't expect that footwear that's too tight is just going to stretch with wear. It will a little, but don't count on that. Have both feet measured when you're buying boots. Your feet very often differ in size, the right to the left. Buy shoes to fit the bigger foot, or buy shoes in the later afternoon when your feet are likely to be swollen to their maximum size. Your feet swell during the day, so be aware of that. And then consider purchasing shock-absorbing insoles if you're going to be walking, standing, walking the iron, which all of us are doing from time to time. You want to think about getting some insoles that will cushion your feet. Take some time to get them broken in. Wear them perhaps half a day at a time or a few hours at a time, then trade them out to an older, more comfortable pair until you can get that pair broken in. These are just some few things to discuss or to consider. If you're buying work boots, we want you to have good boots that will stand you in good stead. Realize that the best perhaps that you can buy for our purposes are the high-top leather ones. And so keep that in mind, especially considering how much welding you're going to be doing or being around sparks and hot metal. So keep these things in mind, and hopefully this will stand you in good stead when you're considering buying your next pair of work boots. Thanks very much.